I believe that so far the best advice that gerontologists can give, so I'm speaking for others, maybe I'm wrong, but they are roughly the same that your grandma would give you on the healthy lifestyle. So they have like statistical rigor on all these things, which is great. But generally, it's about exercise, washing hands, and staying away like from overweight, because overweight is associated with higher inflammatory levels. We now know that. So the data is showing that, let's say, inflammation, even an allergy, can really exacerbate the aging phenotype. So this should be managed. And specifically bad teeth, there is like very strong data that oral health is super important. So the rotten teeth can have huge systemic effects. And even there was hypothesis that Alzheimer can be partially caused by gum bacteria, or some protein made by gum bacteria, or some inflammation made by. So I'm not sure it is fully mature so far, but such things are discussed. And actually, as you may know, so that herpes, common herpes that people have on their lips, it also can contribute to the onset of Alzheimer. So it is not involved in the progression of the disease, but people who have managed their herpes, they have later, statistically significant later onset of the Alzheimer. So and this fits to my model. So because if the body feels some inflammation, it can the immune system can think, aha, this is this bad disease because it's chronic, it doesn't go away, so we need to kill ourselves, not immediately, but faster than if we would do it if there would be no indication for chronic inflammation. Many people are saying that aging is incorporated in so it's basically everywhere. So these are multiple types of damages, little bites here and there, and this type would be like entropy in a broad term, and this type of damage would be much more difficult to tackle than the immune system. May cite an excellent paper by met Joseph Zadeh, who was the first author. Then there was Raphael Flores, the second author, and it was done in the lab of Laura Niedenhofer. She's the last author of this paper. They actually made senescent immune cells by a very elegant genetic technique in mice. They made immune cells senescent, and then they figured out that in these mice, all the other many other organs are also aging faster. So only immune cells have this cellular senescence, but like liver, lungs, and kidney and skin are also aging faster. And this, and I think they did also they put young immune cells in these mice, and they have seen improvement. They have put old immune cells into the young mice, and they have seen degradation, so like faster aging. So and this, I think this is a big discovery, because it means that immune system can really regulate systemic aging across the whole organism. So it was published, I think, in Nature in 2021. So if it is true, and if it is gives very good fit to my model, and if it's true, then manipulating the immune system, we can probably improve the patient's conditions. And this is a good piece of news, because this gives a very specific way to go, the roadmap. Our vet research is unfortunately quite, my vet research is unfortunately quite far behind the theoretical advantage. So because I went from the vet lab to theory and now back to the vet lab. So, but no, so we still doing theories, of course. But there are some startups that are trying to rejuvenate the immune system. Greg Fahy is, for example, he is doing it for a long time. You know that there is this thymus involution happens in mammals. Thymus is an organ that contains T, where the naive T lymphocytes are made. These are like one of the key types of adaptive immunity cells. And with time, this organ gets shrink. The tissue is displaced with the fat tissue, and this is one of the first indications of aging. I think the first signs of thymus involution happens after puberty. So, and Greg, likely it contributes to the aging. And I think Greg for a long time was trying to rejuvenate thymus. So would it be enough? Probably not. But people doing things. It is still is still far from implementation, I believe. Maybe he would, and his colleagues who are working also, or other maybe competitors who works on the same field will report progress very soon. But I'm not aware of it. But I think this is the right direction. Unfortunately, there is not much of enthusiasm about this approach because now the main focus is made on reprogramming. And like huge money are going there, Altos and many other startups are doing reprogramming. Reprogramming is somehow, to me, this is like a panacea treatment for every disease. Because if we see some damaged tissue, some damaged cells, we can probably reprogram it and it will become young and healthy again. So that's the idea. So another approach, like panacetic approach, would be replacement. So if we have a damaged organ, we can replace it from the donor and it will be young again and the person will get young. So I think both of these approach are may not be the shortcuts, because so with reprogramming rejuvenation, we so far can rejuvenate only a subset of cells. And so should we rejuvenate all the cells in the body? I don't think that we we definitely don't have means to deliver this into every cell. And I don't think we foresee such technologies in the future. And generally by approach, right? Well, of course, reprogramming probably is a great deal because it can help in some diseases for sure. So like it can be I don't know, growing teeth in vitro and putting them back into the person. But the question is, how does it relate to aging? And I think not much. I think not much because the it is too unspecific. It's like if we would, okay, let's go back to have a nice illustration. Let's go back to pre-Pasteur era and look at poliomyelitis. So what we don't know about viruses, what would be our take on poliomyelitis? So this is a disease, then the people have limbs paralyzed. Sometimes they die, but typically they survive paralyzed. And what is the treatment? We need to make prosthetics or clutches that would replace their paralyzed limbs, right? So this is like a observation-based approach to treat poliomyelitis. So we are still not there. We cannot do that even like 70 years after the poliovirus vaccine was introduced, right? So because this is observation-based sort of panacea-like treatment that is very difficult. So it also probably, if we would be able to build such prosthetics, it would be a great deal because it will help also other paralyzed people. But just the complexity is 100 times higher. But if we go from the paradigm, from the infectious disease idea, then we realize, okay, this is infection with a virus that gets into motor neurons, kills these motor neurons, people get paralyzed. We get vaccinations, the infection is prevented, we have no problem anymore, almost, as far as we go with vaccination. So, and I think the same can be applied to replacement, reprogramming, and aging. So we propose very complex, very challenging approaches to solve a problem that we don't fully understand.